1942 from Hartlepool I moved to Crewe. Found myself a job to do, working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy bridges, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging hitches. I was working on the railway. 1843 I broke my shovel across my knee. Went to work for the company in the Leeds to Selby Railway. I was wearing corduroy bridges, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging hitches. I was working on the railway. Yeah.
Good afternoon and welcome along. Before I bring in the guys, I'm going to show you a little different camera view.
Sewing machine.
This is my new sewing machine. Bought a sewing machine and intended doing this in, realised that was wrong. Figured out I couldn't sew, so I'm going to turn wood on it instead.
Excellent.
Cunning and devious plan. Do something with them lights.
Yeah, we'll talk about the lights later. So today, joining me to support me and keep you lot entertained, we have the lovely Jo.
Good afternoon.
That's debatable.
Watch it.
The incredibly talented artist, Mr. Brian Ousby.
Aye, thank you.
That's definitely right.
Welcome,
And
everybody.
And the thread-chasing Terry from Heckington Arts.
Hello, boys and girls. Welcome aboard.
So what we're going to do today, a couple of weeks ago, Rob from Klingspor said in 8 months of watching him turning videos, he hadn't seen anybody do a candlestick. So there's just some candlestick. Planning to do 2 of them. We'll see how it goes. So I've got this piece of wood on the lathe. It came from over there, underneath that pile. So I haven't got a clue what it is. It's a bit ropey looking there, but where I've cut it, it's quite pretty. So we'll see what it is when we get into it. So any guesses in the chat, be welcome. And I've already fired this up, so the speed is set.
Could be Sapili.
Could well be Sapili.
Could be mahogany. It's got nice little black flecks.
So let's make this thing round. Well, somebody let me know who's here.
Get on in, Joe.
Yes, I'll do that. Oh, thank you for volunteering, mate. You want to take us off the screen, Pete?
Hey, what person in the background there, Pete?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's all right. Right, the boy says American cherry.
Could be cherry.
Good
May well be, yeah.
everybody. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. And in the chat we've got Ruby Claire, Grandma Ruku, Todd at Glen Cove Woodworks, Chris Dodds. We've got Malcolm Douglas.
Yeah, look at those shavings. I think it is cherry.
Yeah.
Okay. Royce the Boy. Jennifer Crafton Creations. Paul Finley, Woodturner at Home. Well, that's it. It says there's 30 people watching. I've not read out 30 names.
No, you definitely haven't.
So, go and make yourself be known. Oh, I'll tell you who I've missed. It's the Gentleman Woodturner.
Ah, Mr. Mark.
I must have missed him when it was underneath your name, Brian.
Did you get dancing with aardvarks, Mike?
No, missed him too, have I? Oh, I'm getting rubbish.
Or Finlay? Did you get him as well?
What do you mean getting?
Yes. Hey, you two.
I'm learning from Terry.
No, Dances with Aardvarks. Is that Mike? Yeah?
Mike, yeah,
Yep.
that is indeed, Mike.
Yeah.
Good job. Welcome along, everybody. Question, Pete. I have a question,
Yep.
Pete. Did you say you were making
that?
2 candlesticks?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
but not a pair.
That's
Two
a
themselves.
Oh, thank goodness for that. I thought I was going to have a production meeting here.
Sid's Repurposing has joined us, as well as Wayne the Woodturner. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good
Hello,
afternoon, Wayne the Woodturner.
Sid.
Where's that gone? There it is.
Oh, it's been a while since we've seen Sid.
Yep, Sid's been kind of absent for a while. He's back.
I can see.
Tell you who else I haven't seen for a long time either is Jay. The other Australian dude.
Yeah, we haven't seen Jay for quite some time.
He hasn't been turning much of late either on his Facebook channel.
Seen Rubble for a long time.
No,
Oh, he's not been very well as
well,
well.
Rob's not been very well.
This has
so-
also got some woodworm in it, which
Oh no!
Oh,
probably means it is cherry.
It looks like cherry now. No, it's
Yeah.
cut down.
Definitely not so appealing.
SK Crafts is
Yeah,
in. Good
brain
afternoon,
smart.
Steve.
Steve. He's only in for a quick hello and sees the new lathe, he says, so you better show him a
So
pic.
give him another show then, P. There you go, the new sewing machine.
Oh, look, the lights are red now. Oh my god.
Yeah, red light's on because it's
Working.
spinning.
Oh,
Right.
God.
If you stop it
Andy's got
spinning,
the
it
wood
goes
turners
blue.
in. Andy.
Flashing blue because I got it set to accelerate faster.
Ooh.
If you open
Oh,
What?
look.
it goes
Ooh,
green.
Oh, I like that actually. I like the way that opens quickly.
Yeah,
Change about.
Yeah, it's
we've got.
supposed to be locked, but
It isn't. Andy the Valley Wood Turner, Terry
I said
Bartlett,
that.
Lucy
Just said
Bundy
that.
Rose in.
Baby
You
Luke.
said, you
How are
said
you?
all three of them.
No, I said Terry.
Hello, Jennifer,
Ah.
Terry, and Lucy. There you go. See, I'll say hello to all three of them.
We're just
Sorry.
arguing between us.
I know, he's just like, yeah, I know. Did you not know it's my job to argue with Terry?
Hey, you. Shut your mouth.
Do you want to change your camera view for us, please?
no, I ran a
Pete?
skew across there. I'm going to cut that bit away in a minute. Oh,
Overhead, mate.
Thank you.
Overhead.
That's it.
Oh, right,
So,
anyway.
It's Terry, the badge Bartlett.
The other badge, Bartlett.
Terry, the badge Bray. Oh, I forgot to take a tea bag out my tea. Oh my God.
Oh, you won't like that. That'd be
Oh,
terrible
no.
now.
Where's my pliers?
You have to dilute that a few times now.
I'll have to. Oh God, it's like
Sid
tar.
says Robbo has been getting around to the wood turning shows and socialising. I'm head
Oh,
over
good
to
man.
see him on the 24th. Well, and
That's
Sid
it.
will send him our love and regards, won't you?
yeah,
Yeah.
please do.
Indeed. Tell him I was asking about him. Not after his welfare and just.
Wayne says, can't stop long. Just wanted to see the new lathe. Now it's time to play with my new Doug Thompson Bodo. Sure.
Ooh.
Could be good. Rob Copperell's
Copperell.
just joined us.
Oh,
And so is
Craig
Craig
Alexander's just joined
Alexander.
us.
Yeah.
Too late.
Oh,
Dr. Bob's
Keza
in.
says-
Dr. Bob's in.
I'm going to say hello to Keza. Because she just climbed up to.
I think if I lose just about a half inch of that, I can get around that woodworm a bit better.
Go ahead. Candlesticks don't need to be
For
huge.
the other end.
How are you going to treat your woodworm?
Badly.
Delicately.
Badly.
Badly.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm going to take him out to dinner and everything.
Oh,
Oh, you walked into that,
it's
Joe.
like that, is it? Yeah.
They got a cream tea waiting at the end of this. Yorkshire gets in. Again.
Oh, good.
Hello, Glib.
Well, Lisa's out, so it might be. I'll
Woodworm
treat them to
on
15
toast.
seconds in the microwave.
Gonna tell
I'll
her.
tell her. I'll tell her.
Somebody tell Rob of Klingsport to get in here. This is for him. Keep doing this for him because he hasn't seen a candlestick.
He'll
Being
be
made.
working today. Well, maybe sitting with his feet up, of course. You never know.
That's not what happens, though, is it?
Just for me when I'm working. It's called retired working.
I think I might have to take a run to the shops this afternoon and buy a new pair of
I
trainers.
have to rethink this. This is what it's going to stand on. And it's getting a bit
Right.
narrow, and I've still got woodworm, so I may have to put a
Let's
foot on
figure
it.
You may.
I'll make it shorter, maybe. Depends.
Yeah, I just tried a half inch, but it's still there.
Okay.
But,
Oh,
Michelle Higgins has joined us. Hello, Michelle.
I'm sure.
Nice to see you back.
I'm Michelle.
So all the pictures you're decorating and rebuilding. Very good job.
Good morning, turners, artists, and fabulous people.
Oh, talking all about me then.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you wish.
You don't fall into any of them categories, Terry. She didn't mention. She didn't mention old.
Oh, shut your mouth, you old.
Oh,
You,
such a
you're catching me up. I'm staying still, mate.
man.
Hope we can get away with this end. Here we go.
This could turn into a 3-part candlestick.
Well, if it's full of wood, it ain't very good, is it?
You might have to put a base on this as well as a top. Well, Lucy says, watch it properly later. See you all this evening. Well, what's happening this
Okay,
evening?
Lucy.
Stephen.
What's happening
Stays
this
as they.
evening?
Cheers, Lucy.
So
Right,
Doug
design
or
change.
Mark?
Who's on tonight?
Don't know.
Don't forget to get your pictures in, folks, for the wall art. Hashtag week.
Aye.
Pictures
What's
by
the action?
Friday evening. Did you get mine, Steve? Because if you didn't, I don't know what's going wrong.
I must take a picture or two of this then.
Mark says, I'm glad you have that lathe, Pete. It was the lathe I did my first ever public demo on. I've taught turners on it and turned my biggest bowl on it. Hopefully that was a 6-inch bowl because you didn't want you to use it, overuse it, Mark. Dan from TrueBit Finishes is in. Hello, Dan.
Oh, Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Oh, there's my spoon. I just found my spoon. I was missing. I'll leave that there. Take it back into the house later. Oh, Mark's on tonight, is he?
So anything goes
Good,
wrong
good.
with that, Pete?
So I'm
You
going to
alluded
need
that-
a foot on this.
Okie dokie.
Thank you, Steve.
Just make it down. It's a very pretty disco lathe, says Dan. And Michelle Higgins says, good to be back. Thank you all.
Yep,
Oh,
lovely.
good
Nice
man.
to see you back.
You're welcome, buddy.
Can't do everything, can you? You've been doing her house up, rebuilding and reshifting and kitchens and
sorts.
cupboards and cabinets and all sorts of things.
It's a lot of hard work, that.
Yeah, you got to concentrate on the things rather than just be on wood turning all day. It's cut in nice, Pete.
Terry, have a look in the corner of my workshop. See if I've got something suitable to make a base for this.
Okay, underneath that flat bit you have. Might have bark on it though, so I can't see what it is.
I know I got something in the storeroom, but
That's about 14 feet deep of timber though, that's the trouble.
Don't you organise it in types of wood?
God, blimey. Instead of in
Joe,
sizes.
did you just say organise?
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
It's chucked in there, and I think I've got a rough idea where stuff is.
Okay.
Dan's asking, how did the collection and the setup go, Pete?
Sorry, what was that question?
How did the collection and the setup go to your lathe?
Heavily.
Collection was pretty straightforward. The drive home was quite exciting. Apart from the fact I got through the M6 just before a rainstorm closed it. My van was slightly heavily loaded. So going round roundabouts, I was doing 20 miles an hour and still drifting. But other than that, it was fine.
Setup was straightforward, yeah?
So it was straightforward, yeah. My son came over and between the two of us, we got it set up.
Well. And Steve says to me, "'Tis Joe, it's all tree wood."
It is.
Oh my goodness.
Excuse me.
All set up in order.
I've got to take that flat off of this one and make it sharp again.
Oh.
Yeah, setup was easy. Getting the motor back onto the bed was
Quite heavy.
a heavy lifting job. And I put the extension on with a view that I would only fit it when I needed it. But it took 3 of us to get the extension in place.
Dan says that lathe in particular was the one that nearly flattened him in Sleaford. I've turned on that one as well, Dan. I live just down the road from Sleaford.
You do.
Nice bit of kit.
Surely is.
Dr. Bob's asking what the horsepower is of the lathe.
It's 3, I think, isn't it?
Don't know, we can't hear because somebody's rattling a can, and I think it's Brian.
I wonder who that could be.
Yeah, I wonder.
I need some standing still.
You're supposed to be watching this.
I'm watching it. I can spray standing still and watch at the same time. I'm multitasking.
Well, you're like a chameleon. One eye on Pete and the
Chameleon?
other eye on the...
Yeah, have you seen his eyes? Big bulbous eyes with little points in the middle. Okay, Steve, have a good one. Good afternoon, mate.
Sure, Steve.
All right.
Coming in.
Don't
Bye.
be
Bye for
working
now.
too hard to pay for my pension. It's fine. It's okay, mate. That was the day that Katie worked out how the brake worked on a pallet truck.
Pallet truck.
Just before it got to the end of the
Tail lift.
Ah,
Fabulous.
ah.
What is the
Almost gone.
horsepower, Pete?
3 horsepower.
Nobody believes a word I say.
So I've gone up from 1.5 to 3. So
Yeah.
I can
Notice
use
that.
even more electricity now.
Double the horsepower.
Yep.
Shh! Don't tell people it's expensive on electricity, Pete.
Yeah,
Well,
but
not 10p is 15 or 20.
Shell might be listening.
Yeah, that's it. Roy's just saying, don't tell me, Shell, you can multitask, Pete. Brian, she'll have you decorating whilst turning.
Not a chance.
She won't.
Brian can't decorate when he's concentrating on it, so he ain't going to be able to do it while he's turning.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
Brian can't be trusted.
Can't be trusted with a paintbrush. Nope.
Nope.
Definitely not.
There'll be something else though.
He can cook a tea. She's happy for him to do that.
Oh, that's not very clever.
Benjamin's in.
Hello, Ben.
Good
Hello,
afternoon,
Ben.
Ben.
Up John.
hey, Ben.
Can you guess what it is?
Guess what it is?
Pete's turning.
Currently, this lathe is set a bit lower than my old one because it's on its default settings. My old one was blocked up. So that plus the fact that because it's got a bigger swing, the bed is a lot lower than I'm used to. It does feel rather odd at the moment.
Yeah. You can swap it with
It's,
mine because mine's perfect height for you.
Yes.
No, it's not.
That's twice
Yours
you've
is too
tried
low
that,
for me,
Derek.
Terry.
It's still not working.
And you got legs you can turn the things and bring them up. So.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
is mine.
this one's got adjustable feet on it. I just haven't used them yet.
Right.
But
Nice
no,
try.
Mark's is same as yours, and it's up on the feet, and it's still too low for me.
Mm-hmm.
Same as the
Dan
406
says-
was. I had to put it on 2-inch blocks.
Dan says he's impressed that you've upgraded to a pen turning lathe.
Yep.
I'm sure more than pens will be turned
So
on
Derek
this
used to turn
particular
on the
machine.
Yeah, I think that was an oblique dig at Derek. Well, maybe not so oblique.
Well, I've got a couple of woodworm marks in there still, but I'm not going any thinner than that. I'll fill those with dust and glue.
Yeah. Well,
So let's get a tenon sorted on this to go into a base that I wasn't planning on.
damn nuisance that is.
See that? It's just
Those blooming worms.
See, they get everywhere.
oh, that's what they are.
Yeah, they're a nuisance,
Dude,
but they're just a fact of life. You've got to deal with them.
Mm.
Dude's in.
Yep.
Stephen.
Stephen.
Stephanie.
Hi, Stephen, the dude.
As I'm turning this, I'm looking around the workshop for a suitable piece of wood.
Yeah.
Can't see one at the moment.
I've got a piece of cherry if you want.
Might do a temporary stand for this, and then finish off from another piece of wood later on.
Yeah, when you find something decent.
Are you actually going to make it so that it's a practical candlestick that can be used? Yeah.
Making a candlestick, Stephen.
Stephen
Two,
says, is Pete doing wall art? No, I'm afraid not. He's not doing wall art this time. He says
he's making a couple of candlesticks because Robert Klingspor said he's never, in the 8 months or he's been watching or something, he's never seen anyone make a candlestick, and he would like to see that. So Peter's decided he's going to make candlesticks today, just for Rob, and Rob's not here.
He's not in. Yeah.
So he's in trouble.
They are now. See, just that's how some people are, of course. Yes. It's not. It's not.
So this one is going to be a very, very simple, I think quite elegant design.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be complicated, though, does it?
No, simple is normally sometimes better. Directs the eye to what it's supposed to be and where it is, what it matches with. And of course, it's easier to turn two of them than two that got lots of fiddly bits in it.
Yeah. There's that even, isn't it?
And it's on a live, so a live's going to take a long time if you do two fiddly ones with bases and tops and everywhere else.
Right, I was going to use Klingspor J-Flex abrasive, but I haven't got any 180 in that, so don't tell Rob about this bit.
Okay. He'll not know. Apparently, Mark says he's away to the head office for a few days.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Bob's got a question. Are you going to anchor the bed so you can slide the head to the end of the bed so you can turn bigger pieces?
Yeah, I will definitely turn a silly big piece at some point. I've done it on every day I've had. I've gone to maximum capacity. But probably just the once, because selling big pieces is just hard work.
Agreed.
Or in some cases, selling anything is hard work.
Yeah, if it involves going and speaking to people and stuff, it involves hard work.
No, I didn't think you'd find that hard work, Brian. You're a people person.
No, I'm very shy, really. I'm just quiet, reserved. Wouldn't say
bit like me then.
Bit like me then.
If you get into a hotel or an office lobby or something like that, it's fine. But you've got to find a market for anything big.
Mm.
It's not easy.
No, it's not.
I suppose you've got to, well, not go to a car boot for a start off.
There's not too many big houses that can hold a 20-inch bowl these days.
Pete's collecting dust so he can fill in the wormholes.
Yeah.
Mm,
Don't tell anybody I've got the extractor turned off.
no.
I
What
would
did
never
you say
know.
that for?
If you hadn't
Don't want the
said
safety
anything, I would
police in
never
here, do
know.
we? Don't want the safety police in here.
Yeah, there's enough of them last night.
Ben wants to know what it's like to have the controls on the tailstock.
Taking a bit of getting used to,
Yeah,
but it actually makes a lot more sense, doesn't it?
It does.
Because that's away from the work most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it is a magnet, so I can put them anywhere I want, apart from
All
there,
right,
because that's
so you can put
plastic.
them back there. Right.
Right.
But yeah, it does make sense to have them at the back end of the lathe.
Snooker glue, I reckon. There, look at that. Turn Mark at Turnigan Crafts is in. Not Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Good afternoon, Mark.
Mark has got the same lathe, so
Ah,
He has.
and he's been using it for more than today. So if you've got any questions, ask him.
so this is just ordinary super glue, is it?
Just a bit of super glue in there.
They'll be digging like hell now.
Just-
Try and get out the other side. He's trying to glue us in, lads. Dig.
Yeah. No, they'll be long gone by now, I'm sure. The thing
They're
with
the other
woodworm
baby.
is that they're actually beetles,
Yeah.
and it's the larva stage of a beetle. So
You see the O's is
the
already too
woodworm
late.
can't actually bite through the outside of a piece of wood. They can tunnel along the channels of grain. That's where you get your tunnels from, but they can't chew into a piece of wood. But the beetles can. So they make the hole and lay their eggs in it. And then the worms do all the
Or-
damage.
Get there in a minute.
Sorry, Terry, I'm interrupting you. What's that?
No, carry on. It's your show, not mine. I was just to say hello to Ward and Amy. They're both in.
Hello, Ward. Hello,
both of
Amy.
you.
Hello. Welcome along to the Woodburn Repair Show.
I think it's September they fly, don't they, Pete? The woodworms?
I find they fly around August.
Okay. Well, I just read it somewhere. They fly in
I
September. Could be different parts of the world or something.
Oh, woodworm beetles.
I get those flea bombs that you get for cats.
Yeah.
Set them off as soon as I see the first few. And that kills the adults before they get a chance to get more of my timber.
Right.
Works most of the time, but obviously you get timber in, it's already in there. So
Yeah, it's already inside. You don't know till they come out.
Yep.
especially wood with bark on it, that's the biggest risk.
A piece of laburnum is riddled with woodworm in the bark.
Yeah, well, they'll get in there
The
when it's still
actual
growing.
thing itself is brilliant. You know, they don't go into the hardwood.
So
Is that
yeah, they'll get
accelerator?
into the tree. Yes, it was. Sorry, I should have said that. Let's put the extractor back on.
Where did you get your blue pipe from?
eBay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is eBay. There's a video on the actual pipe and the links are on that.
Okay.
Something like rabbit and guinea pig play pipe or something like that. It's called.
Okay. It's a bit like the pipe that you can get on a dryer. Now Mark's asking you, Pete, did you get the thread protector, which also means you don't have to use the knockout bar to get the drive center out?
No, I didn't. What's more, I didn't get the knockout bar because I left it behind. Derek is going to post it to me. So I had to make myself a knockout bar for the interim. And the first thing that got turned on this lathe was a handle for the knockout bar. So we're filling over these wormholes as they still show because it's a different colour.
True.
Gives it character.
So what I really should do now is paint it.
Right.
If I painted it, they would disappear. But I don't like painting, so I'm not going to.
What is it that's made it a different colour, considering you've collected off that piece of wood in the first place?
It just is. I mean, if you look at the wood, it's multicoloured anyway.
Okay.
You've changed the composition of the wood from into dust, and then you reconstitute the dust
Yeah.
with a glue, which will be a different colour anyway.
Yeah.
The glue's got a colour
Yeah, I
to it as
suppose.
well. So it's
There is no way of filling it making exactly the same colour. Not that I know of, anyway.
Well, even if they made these wood stopping tubes, they say it's cherry, mahogany, whatever, but there's lots of different colours in the same type of wood, so
yeah.
you can never get it right.
You can never get it right. And while I've been sort of shoving things around to get my workshop changed, I've lost my maple syrup.
Oh
Mm.
no! Tragedy. Call Lewis, quick.
That's probably what it is. Blooming Canadians have got in and stolen it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they're like for their maple syrups? I know what I might do.
Dr. Bob says, I've turned several serving 30-inch serving plates for churches and catering services. The hard part is getting the wood blank made, but it pays well. If you have a market for them, you could make good money out of them, I suppose.
Brickhouse Craftworks
Right, so
is
my
in.
sound
Hi,
insulator has
Seth.
gone missing.
Oh no.
The workshop has been turned upside down over the last few days, I'm sure you can imagine. Oh, there it is. I found it.
Seth?
It is.
So abandon that backup plan, go back to the original plan.
And Ruby Claire says she'll bring you some more, Pete.
Thanks, Ruby. I'm actually amazed that this bottle hasn't broken yet. When the bottle became empty, I just couldn't resist the temptation, despite glass bottles and sanding sealer not being a good combination.
Yeah.
Just
Glass bottles in the workshop's not a good combination. But as long as you're careful.
yeah, I just couldn't resist the opportunity to wind up Ruby and Lewis and our
Quite
other
right.
Canadian friends.
So I'm surprised you're not turning this out of you.
Yeah, I could do that. I've got some U here, but I said this was
You can make the base out of you.
I could.
Amy says, hi Uncle Brian, how's the GGs? The GGs are all good. 3 of them got their feet trimmed yesterday. 3 more to do later this week. But they're all good.
Brian, you've got to tell me to that trim at that end.
Oh, sorry, mate. Oh dear.
Right, I've just discovered a fault with this lathe.
You've discovered a fault.
Yeah,
Send it back. Send it back. And the fault is.
there's a bolt that holds the. Get it on camera. There's a bolt here that holds the tool post onto the banjo.
Yes.
And I've been fiddling around with its position, and I've not tightened it properly, obviously, so it's just come on a little bit loose.
Oh.
And now it's tight again.
Ooh.
Ben wants to know who the handle on that bottle is meant for. It's kind of a small hole in it.
Canadian version of leprechauns, I believe.
No, that's not loose then.
It could be Ruby though.
Ooh. Sizest again. See.
This is the wrong way around. This entire banjo. It's bigger at the back than it is at the front, which means it gets in the way of the tool rest in certain jobs. Sorry, of the tailstock in certain jobs. So I'm going to look at turning that around. There is a
Front V
possibility
crosser.
of doing it.
Oh, Brent.
Good afternoon, Brent.
Sorry, I'm laughing. I've just had a message from William Terry.
Same.
Can't tell you over the interweb,
Posted to me.
but I think you'll know.
Is he? He's a boy, isn't he?
I'm sure Shane.
Dan is saying we can do it, I think, Pete.
Speak to Emma. Speak to Emma Cook. She looked at turning it around and failed. Oh,
Yeah, as far as I can see, I can take the cam rod out, put it in the other way around, and there is a tool post mark.
There is one on the
post
other
here,
side, isn't there?
So I could, in theory, put that out of the way.
There's one there, like,
I'd
yeah.
use that one. I just need that handle to be on this side, which is absolutely essential, because otherwise you'd be tempted to stop the lathe when you want to move the tool rest, wouldn't you?
Mm.
You don't want to do that.
Aren't you
No.
supposed to do that?
is it the camera or is that banjo bent? Does it have a curve on it?
It's got a curve
Well,
on
Dan
it,
thinks
hasn't it?
Martin Pigeon
It's
failed to
curved,
do it.
yeah.
Martin Pigeon's an engineer, so I don't know, he failed to do it. Martin would have been the one to get it right.
Yeah, you would think.
Mm.
Where there's a will,
I did
there's a way.
briefly have a look at it when I was putting the lathes together, but I was doing my ninja training all day yesterday.
Yeah, we
Oh,
heard
yeah.
that. Did you win?
My granddaughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's only 7, so it's not really a fair contest.
No.
No, but you didn't let her win, did you?
I hope not.
No, of course I didn't let her win.
It's bad
Right, I
parenting
have
skills to
cheated
let
in
them win.
this.
End up like Joe Elsey, if you do let him win.
Now, you may
Right,
recognise this candle holder.
Yep.
If you don't, you haven't looked at the bottom of a tin of Doom Bar recently, because that's what it is.
Yep.
So I've cut the bottom of a tin of Doom Bar.
Perfect.
I've shaped a piece of wood for it to fit into,
Excellent.
and I put a nail. I've not knocked the nail through. I've drilled a hole almost the size of the nail, and then just pushed the nail through. So there's no glue involved in this, because if you're going to put candles on it, glue isn't a good idea. So I made that earlier because I never thought about doing it before. So it was just, does it work or not? And it does. There's a
Look at that,
standard
eh?
nail straight through there. Got myself a 10 of them there, which will go into my candlestick. And I just trimmed and sanded the edge of that. If you're going to do that, be cautious, because obviously sanding is sharpening, and sanding aluminium can lead to sharp edges. So just watch your fingers while you're doing it.
Very sharp edges, yeah.
Mark Pritchard
Dan says
joined us.
he's going to step his down
Mark-
on Saturday and try. Vic Mark seems to think it is possible to do it.
So that fits in there like
Nice.
that.
That looks
Yeah.
nice.
Let's make a temporary base, just so it stands up. Sorry, I haven't got a camera on the drill press, so you have to imagine what I'm doing.
We won't worry.
Use our imagination. What? We're wood turners.
Benjamin wants to know, does it have to be a Doom Bar tin?
I don't
No,
think
Coke
any
tin.
other tin will work. I think if it's not a Doom Bar tin, it'll just melt away like plastic.
Oh,
Right. Gotta be Doom Bar.
I think
Other
you're just
aluminium
yeah. I
cans
think
are
you're just
available, but it's got to be Doom Bar.
I think you're just looking for an excuse to drink more Doom Bar, Pete.
I don't think Pete needs an excuse.
No, none of us do.
Well, that's true.
Perfect.
Nothing
wrong with that. Look
right,
at
I will
that.
make a better stand for it in due course.
Look at that.
What's
What's wrong with that one? Rustic?
Well, yeah, it is rustic, but it's not the right colour, and it's not a good fit. But
there you go.
Close enough.
Candle
there
goes
you go,
on
one
right.
candlestick.
Excellent.
Cheers,
Good job, Pete.
I'll put it down there.
Ben says,
Right.
I'll order several crates in case I get it wrong.
Yeah, you might need a few practice pieces.
Yeah, I mean,
certainly-
you'd probably make a dozen candlesticks. That'd be fine.
Now, I was going to be comical here and use my blow lamp, but to light the candle.
Melt the whole candle.
Then I remember my brother's borrowed my blow lamp, so I haven't got it.
Oh,
But
What?
yeah,
that works a treat, Pete.
so candlestick one once I do a new base for it. But I haven't got the timber in the workshop to do that right now, so we'll pretend that's done.
Yeah. Excellent. You got to drink another Doom Bar to make another one.
So candlestick number 2. Let's start with that one or that one. Start with this one. This one does have a base because it was planned to have a base.
Aha. Forward planning. I love it.
You do.
I do.
Makes sense.
Change to a smaller tool rest.
Same size tool rest as the other one, is it? Inch?
It is an inch, so it fits all my tool rests.
Good.
Which is good news on the budget.
Yeah.
Same size spindle, so it fits all my chucks, which is also good news.
Yeah.
Oh, it's went wide.
Are you whinging about now? Who's me?
Oh, Mark says he may have to cancel tonight's live, folks. He's having difficulty setting up cameras and making
dear.
space. Oh dear.
Taking my speed down a bit on this one. There was absolutely zero vibration,
So what speed are you
as
doing
you'd
now then?
expect.
I'm sure of that.
1260,
It's a big brute.
and that's just a piece of rough sawn corners off, and not even close to round. It's not big, but as you can see, it's not in any way balanced.
We
Like to
need
see
to
a
notice
big,
on there
we
though.
need to see a big piece on this now.
Agreed, Ben. I agree.
No, you can be quiet.
Well, I've
Terry
been
the
working my backside off. You can.
Terry the absentee bray.
Hey,
So I have a
well,
question for
I
you
couldn't do
guys.
Sunday. I had to go to see Nick Agar, didn't I? So you know, I had to be there.
Yeah, so I had to do Sunday for you. Yeah, again. I have a question for you guys after the discussion that happened in my live last night.
What happened in your live last night?
A whole lot of comments about my table saw, and with reference to making a slidey top for it. What do you call that thing? A sled.
Sled.
So, if the tabletop was 500 by 660, what size of sled do I need for it?
500 by 660. You say there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it doesn't matter.
500 deep.
You've got two slots, one on each side of the blade, haven't you?
Oh yes.
All right, so make nice, strong oak, unless you buy metal ones, things to go in those slots. Bolt to the bottom of your board, so that controls the in and out.
Yes,
then you can make your sled as big as you want, really.
Okay.
Depends on what the biggest thing you're going to be holding.
I don't know.
You want it controllable.
I would just thought I'd ask the internet.
Table.
I thought I'd ask the internet experts and see if they get any.
I would make it the same size as the table.
Any help with that? No, Picture says, got an Axminster 406 with legs or an SK114 chuck package deal for sale, only 12 months old.
Good man.
12 MOTN. Oh. Oh no. Dan's kids are chucking up right, left and centre. That's not good. That's not good.
No.
Are they off school yet? Are your kids off school now? Is the English kids off school yet?
Next week, I believe, most of them.
Next week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Our kids are
Yeah,
off
it was
already.
in service there at Sophie 4 yesterday.
Yeah. All our kids are off already.
Yeah. You get a lot of holidays, don't you?
They do.
Now, I have made a mistake here.
No, never.
Because
don't believe you.
The stick is only existing in my imagination, so the size of this
I see.
that I want it to be, I've got nothing to compare it to apart from my imagination.
Is it going to be the same thickness or length as the other stick?
No.
Made? No.
Ben says, Brian, you need to get out of the habit of leaving pieces around the blade while you turn it off. Well, okay.
No, it's different design, Terry.
Right, okay. Could have made the stick first.
That would be the sensible thing to do. That's why I'm not doing it.
Right.
My imagination is quite good.
Well, Pritchard's got to go back to bed. Take care.
Well then, Mark. Stay well, mate.
Take it easy, Mark.
Yeah, take care, Mark.
Maybe a lathe another day. Yep, I'll bet HQ's doing just dandy, Amy.
Yeah, I wonder where I could. What the carriage would be on a 406 with legs to me. No wonder.
£200, depending on where it comes from.
True.
I mean, if you want it from Australia, probably £1,000. They don't do them in Australia, do they?
I couldn't tell you. I don't think so. Well, I don't know. No idea.
You can get Vic Mark. I know somebody selling the Vic Mark.
Steve Perkis has joined us.
I don't want to think.
Good afternoon, Steve. That's definitely a new name to me.
Steve, let me find this name. Where is it?
Down the bottom. Ish.
Ha!
Kingston Wood Turners are selling
Is there something?
Vic Mark.
Steve Perkins has not long
Right, I
joined
think I've got a
YouTube.
shape in my head now.
You've got, oh, good. Nothing on his channel. But welcome along, Steve. Good to have you aboard. Chris Dodd says, in Australia, the more you pay for your kids' education, the more holidays they get.
I mean, I wouldn't pay anything. I'd keep them at
How
school.
does that work?
I think I need a new tool rest. Things feel a bit more cramped here on the
And
Model
you
6.
need a new
Might have
tool
to get a
rest.
shorter one.
Well, if you want that, if you want a home for that tool rest, I'll think about.
You want to tell
I'm,
you
I'm,
stranger everything. You
I'm
do.
looking for one of those.
This one is really good.
I know. It's a robust one, isn't
But
it?
it's, yeah.
Yeah.
At the moment, it's just 2 inches too long for the way this lathe sets up. But
you'll make do with it. I have to say that the Axmaster tool rests that I've got are relatively soft material. And I'm forever draw
see,
filing
I
them
quite
to
like that in the tool rest.
flatten them.
I find my logic says that something is going to ding if you get a catch.
Might as well
If
be the
it's not
tool
the
rest.
tool rest, then it's going to be something else. And
Yeah.
that means the tool's going to get dinged.
Yeah, the tool or your wrist, one of the two.
And the rest is, a soft rest is easy to put back. Just with
It
a bit
is.
of one putting over it. Whereas a ding in a tool, not so easy.
Well, that's a bit of stainless steel you have on top of that rest, isn't it?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
No need to clean them, file them, sharpen them, nothing like that. And just slide along lovely.
they do work nicely. But as I said, it does raise in your head, well, something's going to get dinged at some point. And I don't really want it to be my tools.
Ben says you can have mine if you want it, Brian. Why, what? Do you not like yours either? Grandma
Grandma
Rooster
really
says
likes to look at that one.
she's loving the look.
Right, I'm using a round skew for making my tenon there. So when you get to the bottom of the tenon, you just give it a little twist and you get your dovetail.
Cool.
That's what Les Thorne calls his multi-purpose tool, isn't it? That round skew.
Yeah.
It is, but this one's not signed by Les. This is
No. I haven't got
years.
one. I haven't got one signed by Les either, but I've got a
Ashley
round skew.
Isles sold them. And they were sold with a skew on them.
Yeah.
And what Les did is he straightened that skew off. Well, I'd already done that to mine because I found the skew on it was
Just a nuisance.
difficult to use and impossible to sharpen. So I'd already take mine straight across, and then once it's straight across, it's a great tool.
Haven't said I had
Still
one.
works as a skew. I mean, yeah, you turn
Yeah,
it on an
fine.
angle and use it just like a skew.
Ah, there it is. Yeah, mine's crown.
Yeah.
Lies in a drawer.
So they're sold as round bar skews. They've been common for a long time. What Les did is he straightened it up, and then actually it makes sense.
So Mark's having to cancel tonight. He says, sorry guys, have to cancel tonight. No space, got stair spindles everywhere. And I need to get this order done and out. Doug will be back next week. Okay, that's Doug of Wood Spun Round next Tuesday.
Yeah, get on with those stair spindles, Mark. You've got to make a living.
More important than YouTube.
Yeah, we were discussing the possibilities of making a living off YouTube before we started.
Yeah, slim to non-existent.
Or maybe a bit less than that.
Yeah, well, unless you've got 1 million subscribers, you're not going to make very much money. Well, not a whole lot anyway. You'll make some, but not a whole lot.
Didn't about the money though, is it? You take
Well,
part
Well,
anyway.
I've been
Not for me. Not for
for a
me.
year now and I haven't had a payment yet.
Yeah.
I've had 3 payments. 60 quid a time. So I've made 180 quid in 2.5 years. That's not bad. Paid for the sandpaper, I think, is all it's paid for.
So Brian,
Yes, mate.
who actually won out of the 7 people that made a comment?
Yeah, I haven't done it yet, have I?
Oh, come on, get it out the bag.
Nah, can't be bothered, Terry. I'll do
Well,
it.
they're all waiting for it.
I'll do it
He
in a
made
live,
the
Terry.
effort.
I'll do it in a live, Terry. Next week, next Monday. Maybe.
Mm,
You know what it's like. Yeah, definitely next
I know
Monday
what
I'll
it's
do. I really will.
So my imagination tells me it's about the right size and shape.
It looks right to me.
What's it for? It's for the Eric Hill moisture
This is
meter.
for the standard candlestick.
Ah,
Speed down a bit.
like a dinner table candle, is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Just in case you want something in the last 4 hours, the electric goes in the middle of the night. You can't see because you're not asleep.
I used to make a lot of these because there's a restaurant that Lisa and I frequent. Brian's been there, the Hunter's Rest.
Oh, lovely place too.
Yeah.
Nice food.
They used to have stacked up against the wall as you left the place their year's supply of firewood. So when we got there, Lisa and I share the driving 50-50. I drive to the pub, she drives home.
Brilliant
That makes
idea.
perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
So I would come out of the pub after a few beers and I would steal one of the logs off the firewood pile.
Pete, I've twisted
And I would
trees.
bring it home and I would turn a candlestick or something similar out of it. And I'd take it back the next time and put it back on the firewood pile. I never said anything, I just did it.
That's a good wheeze.
Eventually I did get noticed and I ended up repairing some chairs for them. Turning some spindles to repair chairs. when they found out it was me that was doing it.
Mhm.
It was probably a whole source of intrigue. Anyway, we got a camera on that wood pile, so we see who's doing that.
And why is the guy bringing it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was there, so I just nicked the wood in the first place.
Yeah.
But right, I'm going to take that out of the chuck at that point and leave exactly as it is.
There's not some guy who takes blood vases and stuff and sticks them on nurses' cars in the car parks at hospitals.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
I think
idea,
that's-
actually.
I think that's a great idea. They might actually do that down hospital. Well, they have a separate car park to the public car park at down hospital.
Yeah, you could do that, then, couldn't you?
I might just make a few and do that said thing.
Put them in a little box with a note saying thanks for what
Yeah.
you do.
Well, I've done about a little box. It's going to be expensive making little boxes there.
I think I might just make, all the hundreds of things I've got hanging around the place, put them in a big box and take them up to the hospital and drop them off at the ward, say, help yourself.
Yeah, but not all nurses deserve it, do they? I mean, some of them are mean.
Mm, yeah,
That depends what you're getting done, Pete. I think most of them are pretty good.
When I was dating my first wife, she was trained to be a nurse. And as all trainees do, they tend to live in groups with other trainees.
yeah.
So we had this house full of nurses. And nights out would be with whoever wasn't working nights that week. It was a good time.
Mark has just Mark, the gentleman Woodturner has just put in the chat. He says YouTube is a bit of fun, but it doesn't pay the bills, or at least it used to be fun.
It's fun. It's to be honest, I like the chat on these things. I like to see the community of people that are in the
Yep.
chat,
That's why I like
getting
it.
to know each other.
I like the banter
Getting the Peter
Yeah.
out.
That's the best part of
and abusing
Best part of
Terry.
YouTube for me.
And
abusing
abusing
Terry.
me, I don't care.
That's my
I
favorite
got
part
wide
of the
shoulders.
my favorite part of the day. Abusing Terry.
I got wide shoulders. I don't care.
It's not that I don't get any abuse back, of course, right? I mean, it's not
No,
it's not a one-way street we live on, you know.
No.
Dr. Bob says he's getting ready for Christmas. Turned table decorations and started for him already.
That smacks of production turning again, so not for me. If somebody orders a piece, I'll maybe make it, but I'm not about to start making loads and loads of
Well, you've
stuff.
still got a hat to do for Michelle, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It's all right. I'll keep reminding
Don't say it
you.
too
the next
loud.
month or so. I
Joe,
think I should start the Valentine's stuff.
I have to make
Valentine's,
copies.
yeah, you did your Christmas stuff back in March, didn't you?
I don't have a shop to supply, so I'm okay that way. Not for that kind of stuff.
You're welcome, Amy.
Amy? What's Amy saying?
You're saying how good I am.
No, she didn't say that,
No,
Terry.
she wasn't.
No, she didn't, Terry. She says, you're all so talented, and I am in awe of you all, no matter what. Thank you for having me in your community. You're entirely welcome, my dear.
That's what I said. You're welcome.
No, that's not what you said. You just took the credit
very
for being
welcome.
awesome. That's what you took.
Well,
You just took the credit.
I
So
didn't.
don't be starting that.
I said I just said she said I was awesome, which
Have a
I
little
am.
bit.
'Cause I'm included in all that lot.
Have a bit of humility there, Terry. For goodness sake.
Awesome or awful?
Yeah.
Is it half empty glass for you, Brian? Is it half full?
No, I've never had a half empty glass, Terry. It's always half full. Always.
Yeah.
Going up.
Very, very
I
positive.
don't mind having a
person.
half empty glass. As long as there's stock of booze left in the cupboard, I'm good.
Yep. It has to be half empty at some stage. But
Well, it'll have to be fully empty so you get a chance to fill it up instead of keep topping it up.
well, that's what I do, Terry. I can just top it up as I go along. So my glass is always half full.
This lathe isn't quite set up right yet.
Why so? Why so?
The tailstock is
Bed's
sliding
slipping.
along the bed, even though I've got the clamp
Yes,
pulled up.
I noticed that. I
Ah,
see
right.
it slipping
Just needs
slightly.
Needs
I'll
to
do
be
another
adjusted
bit more
underneath.
so it grips.
Yeah,
Yeah, mine used to do that too. I have to lean on the handle a wee bit to
we
make
got
sure
it built
goes.
Sunday morning, and then
Right.
I was due to go and see grandchildren, so I did that
Mm-hmm.
Sunday afternoon. Monday was fully booked up with other grandchild.
Chris Dodds just said, I like YouTube. I can teach you guys how to
The
speak
first time I've
Australian.
actually turned was today.
And Reese says, like, g'day, Sheila.
Hello, Sheila.
Oh my goodness.
I spent 8 lovely weeks. I think it was
Checking
8.
out the
Was it
sheet
8
on a
weeks?
Barbie and all that.
I spent
Checking
8
on the
lovely
sheet.
weeks in Australia, in a place called Townsville, with the first
Nobody there.
Australian rifles. And I'll tell you what, them boys can drink.
Mm.
I can hear a chainsaw.
But it was
Somebody's
good
cutting a
fun.
tree down.
Oh, get out there, Terry. I'll see you when you get back.
I don't think I can get to it. I think it's over the railway lines. Fairway, you
Oh.
can't walk the railway lines. I think they're clearing over there.
Well, you've got a car.
No, it's in that. You can't get on there.
Of
You're not
course you
allowed
can,
in there.
Terry. You're invincible.
I suppose I could. Just walk a railway line. Put a yellow jacket on. I got one of them.
I used to walk the railway line and go to school in the mornings, Terry.
Yeah, put a yellow jacket on and a white hat. They'll think I'm the boss coming in, will they? They're probably cutting up those blinking sleepers and they're all
Who's that
full of tar.
No, you don't want sleepers now. Yeah, definitely don't want them. Can't be turning sleepers. That's bad news.
It's not just the tar, Terry. These days, trains have tanks for the toilets. But for
Yeah, that's
several
true.
hundred years, they didn't.
They didn't. That's right. Yeah, that's true.
This is true. There's tar and all sorts on them railways.
Definitely a chainsaw giving it rocks over there, cutting something down.
Yeah, so apart from the chemicals they use to make the sleepers last, there's other problems as well.
Mm. Are you referring to bodily waste by any chance?
Like the sign, do not flush in the station.
Yeah. You remember that, Terry?
Oh, yeah.
Do you go that far back?
Yeah, Victorians used to all sorts of things like that, didn't they, Terry?
Yeah. I still remember the trains where we used to walk down the corridor and then into a cubicle.
Correct. A
Oh,
compartment.
yeah, I
Lovely. They
remember
were
Called
bench
compartments,
seats,
Terry.
like Anthem.
Three
It was Anthem.
seats on either side, yeah.
Yeah.
Harvey.
Bench seats they were.
Yep.
Slide the door open, in you go, slide it shut, put the curtains down, go sleep.
And you very often get away with sleeping there overnight.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, now we'll start to reminisce. This is bad news, guys.
Back when we were young.
Chris Dodds is talking Australian. What's that, Skip? Someone's fallen down the mine. Skippy, 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 the bush kangaroo.
I didn't know you was going to sing that, Ron.
I know,
Because
Correct.
it's Brian.
because I could. Ha ha!
You said
Right,
you
so I'm in the
couldn't sing.
chuck now.
I could. I knew the words, but I can't sing.
Got a wobble up.
Remember this just says, Terry, it's the waterboard. He's just spent an hour on his phone in the van, and now he's doing some work.
Oh, sure. Well, I can't see the other side of the house, and she can see it. The window expensive it is.
What's the waterboard doing cutting down trees? So I wonder.
So, well, they might be actually cutting the roads, mind they, with the thing that sounds like a chainsaw. You know, a road cutter.
Maybe, yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah, yeah. Disc cut.
disc cutter or whatever they're called.
Disc cutter. Disc cutter. Concrete saw. Disc cutter.
Something like that. Yeah. I can't see it. I say she could probably see out the window. Like
Wait.
like she says, he spent an hour in the van on his phone.
She's away nosying out the front window now. That's what she's doing.
Yes, she is. Yeah.
She'll be kicking
Nothing
through the. Oh, kicking's a good
Nothing
word.
against Pyrex.
She'll be kicking out through the net curtains, having a look, see what's happening outside.
No, we don't have net curtains. Never have them. Horrible things.
Yeah, you're right. Used to be all the rage in the 70s.
Yeah, well, in the 70s, we moved into our house, had net curtains. First thing we did was rip it down. Me and Reef said, we're not having net curtains. People can look in if they want, but I want to be able to look out.
Roy is having trouble with devices. He says, Ben, I've just tried another device on my laptop, and the same thing's happening.
What's happening, Roy?
No, I have no idea. I must have
I've
missed the
lost
start
what
of
it's
that
time to
conversation.
do.
What can you get right, Roy?
I have a nice piece of spotlight beach turned into a spherical vase, and I just picked it up and look at it. It's full of cracks.
In a rain vase.
A round one, yeah. No, spherical. Sorry, not round, spherical. Because it's not completely round, it's just a bit spherical. It's my latest project. The workshop router is not connecting. That's just went straight over my head then, right? Sorry.
Yeah, why don't you plug it in and put a switch on?
Dr. Bob says, please remember to give our world-renowned
There's Roy
host.
with his network problems.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell him to
Ben
message
says-
me later and remind me. We'll have a chat about it.
There you go. Right. Did you hear that? Give Pete a tinkle. He'll try and sort you out.
Grandma Ruth's got to go, she says. Get provisions for his lordship. That's me.
Provisions. More ice cream.
Yep, I told her to get ice cream. Don't forget the ice cream, Ruth.
Ice cream and Toblerone. That's all he needs.
Yeah, get the one with the red top, not the co-op one. The one with the red top.
Oh, the fancy stuff. You want the fancy stuff, do you?
It's about £1 dearer, but get it anyway.
Not
One
that
with
you
a
can't
bottle of red
afford.
wine. Yeah. Before you go, Ruth, I'll have a chat with you. So I might have to just disappear a minute, lads.
Hello, Terry.
We'll be back in a sec.
Well,
Depends
Ben
on how
says,
long the
Roy,
charge
well,
is
that
going.
narrows it down to the router then, if you're having the same problem with
Back
the
in a bit.
different... Aye. If you're having problems with your equipment, then there's only one thing in common, isn't there? Just you and I then, Brian.
Just the and me. Who am I going to take the mickey out now? Let me think.
You?
Dr. Bob says, please remember to give our world-renowned host and his highly rated earworms a big thumbs up today, please. Good man, Bob. Thank you.
Yeah, that would be appreciated. Thank you very much.
It will indeed.
Mike Waltz
Mike,
is in.
oh no, the waltz in. Oh no.
Good afternoon, Mike.
Evening.
Hello, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike.
What's up, Mike?
Got a new toy, Mike.
Good afternoon, Mr. Walt.
That's why he's here.
He's just come in to tell me he's on Sunday, is he?
No. He's in here to nosy at Pete's new lathe. That's what he's at. Right, you can stop showing off now and put the camera back to where it should be.
But you know, it's got flashy lights and stuff.
Oh,
Flashy,
Jennifer.
flashy.
Jennifer's just said hello, stranger, to Mr. Walt. This is true. I mean, his absence from YouTube has been
Noticed.
seriously noted.
It has.
Yeah.
If not by anybody else, certainly by Terry, because he's fed up doing every
Yeah.
Sunday, except when I cover
No,
for him.
we've had complaints from others. Bus passengers said, "Can you get him back on YouTube and get him on the off the bus route?"
That's true. Customers, you mean? Yeah.
Mike Evans has joined us as well. He's watching
Mike.
grandchildren's sports day.
Hi, Mike. Oh, yeah, it's that time of year, isn't it?
It is, aye. Summer's
Don't
full.
forget to let me know then, Mr. Walt, when you want to do a Sunday. Any time this week would do.
Yeah.
This Sunday would do. Or next.
You didn't do last Sunday, so you're doing this Sunday, Terence.
No, Michael can.
No.
No, he's
sorry.
eager to get
No.
back in it. People
No,
are
he's
missing
not.
him.
Oh, heck.
He's not that keen.
Lah, LMA. Yeah. Hope you're all right, Michael, anyway. Hope you're enjoying your life on the buses.
Okay, so I've just shoved a 20mm force of it in there, 22mm, sorry, which
Cracked it. Oh, yeah.
fits this little brass
Jobbins.
thing. Well, it nearly fits it because this is an American thing, so it's not quite metric, but it squishes in there okay.
Give it a tap.
But that'll get going there.
There you go. That will hammer up the ground.
Yeah, we'll just press it in with a tailstock. But just done that to give myself a bit of scale so I can play with this.
There's your answer.
Because I've now got a holder, I'll change.
He's a lazy tool rig.
That's Mikey's talking about, Pete, not you.
Yeah.
As he said,
Very unlikely. I think it's going to be never, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think he just used that as an excuse. Yeah, Terry, I'd love to do every other one or one a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slope shoulders and gone.
That was just to convince you to start doing Sunday nights, Terry.
Slope shoulders and gone.
Once you accepted it, that was it. We're out of it.
Mike in his pocket, gone like a rocket.
Mike says, are you pleased with your new toy, Pete?
So far, Mike, yeah. I mean, I literally turned, well, the boss for the candlestick is the only thing I turned since I got it before I went live today. So I'm sort of learning as we're going. There's a couple of things that need adjusting.
Little things you need to adjust and do, don't you, Pete?
Yeah, there's a couple of things need adjusting. A few bits and pieces need to be sorted out. But
Amy's off to
I'm
bed.
not quite sure what I'm doing with this speed control.
Night, Amy.
Good night, Amy.
Good night, Amy.
Sleep well, kid.
Good night, Amy.
Don't snore too loud, Amy. Keep us awake.
My air compressor obviously has a leak, so I'm going to have to go and investigate that.
That's a new one, isn't it?
It is, aye.
Roy wants to know, is that the multi-revolving centre you have there, Pete?
Yes,
Minister.
yes, Mr. One.
Yep. I looked at that the other day. I thought, Brian and I was talking about that. I thought I might get one of those.
Yeah,
It is useful.
See if they got that on offer.
Yeah, I can't remember how much they said they were.
Hang on, let me just finish this cut and I'll get the box out.
Ooh, get the box out. Let's have a look. X-Meter Tools.
Dude says he's back and he's still going. What a super word turner. Or he's just having fun with his new toy. He's having fun, Stephanie.
X-Meter Life Center.
Yeah,
right, back in a minute. Let's see Gerald Reith.
Between centres is the first one with a chuck. First time I put a chuck on this lathe, actually. Yeah.
Multi-head Life Center.
A bit of board gone. Terry, where did I put that bit of board I was going to use? There it is. So I know where all the stuff is before I start shifting it all around.
Not very
So
expensive.
you get Tommy bars are just for taking the end off.
Mm-hmm.
You got a
Go
oh,
60
that is
degree.
30
60,
degree, 60 degree.
30 degree, I think. Oh no, 60 that is, I think.
You then get this one, which is very handy for small stuff. Then a ring one with a center point, which is quite nice because the center point is probably 2 mil outside the ring, so lining up is easy. And you get this one, which is a cone, as well as the one I've got on there, obviously, which is standard. And all those things, most of those shapes you'll use once or twice in a decade. So you don't want to be buying a complete life center for them, but the fact you've got them all in one go, it's quite handy. You can also quite easily make up different shaped ends for it as well. So options are open. The marketing for Axminster there.
Not bad.
But they have some good ideas. When it's good, you might as well share it.
Mm-hmm.
James Cassidy is in. Good afternoon, James.
Hi, James.
If you're interested in that live center, oh, that's maybe too big a link. Oh, I can delete some of that, I think. Oh, delete a whole lot of that, right? It comes in MT2 and MT1, by the way.
Yeah, it should fit all lathes.
So you can need to make sure you order the right one. Try that, see what that will work. I don't think that link will work. Yes, it did. £89 it is.
So this bit is
Roy the boy says I bought one last week. I had to send it straight back because they sent me an MT1. Oh dear. Well, there are two right now.
yeah, you need to know which MT to order, Roy.
Did we say hello to James, did we?
We did.
Good, good. I was busy searching the interweb then, so I missed it.
I understand.
Thanks, Joe.
It's all right.
Terry wouldn't be so forgiving.
Yeah, but I'm not Terry.
That's true. Is Terry still here, or has he fell out again?
I think he's saying goodbye to Ruth
All right.
or something.
Ah, he's away for a snog. A cuddle and a snog.
Do you do that to
He's
Michelle
probably scoffing Toblerone.
when she goes shopping?
Yes, I
Probably
did.
written
I
out a
see.
list and give her in her
Yeah.
pocket.
Probably.
And with candlesticks, it's
Ooh, this is a fancy
quite like
candlestick.
finial, so you can just sort of play around with the shapes and do what you like with it. The end matters, obviously, because you've got to fit a candle, but the rest of it, well.
Ah. See, that's what happens, Roy. When Roy says my order was for MT2.
On the first one of a pair, you can do whatever shape you like.
Exactly. And then try and match it.
Didn't you have that, Brian?
What?
Where they had one in the wrong box?
Yep. It was a record power thing. I tell you what happens, when, particularly if they're selling them from a shop, people will go in and have a look in the box and see what it is and put it back in the wrong box. That's what happens.
They don't check it when they're
No,
sending them out.
you just pick the box up.
Yeah.
I had that from the woodshed. Same thing happened. But that was a record power issue. Somebody in the dispatch area of record power had put all empty or all the 1-inch chucks in the 2-inch chuck boxes.
I'm back again.
So that wasn't very clever. Welcome back, Terry.
Right, and make sure she's getting the right ice cream for tonight.
All right, okay.
Sure.
So that's probably what happened to you, Roy. That somebody in the dispatch has just put the wrong thing in the wrong box. A bit of nonsense.
Mike Walsh says the Zebrano certainly improved your beads and coves.
Hmm? They're very cheeky of you, Mr. Wolf.
Well, at least I turned the lathe on, Mike.
Ooh! Oh! Ouch! I felt that.
At least he comes onto YouTube, Mike.
Right, who's got
Where did we get
Afternoon,
that echo?
James.
It's
Not
been
me.
like that for the last couple of minutes.
Not me.
Ah,
What size did I make that hole?
can't remember.
12 mil, isn't it?
22.
You were yawning there, were you?
Earworm's not paying attention again as usual.
Well, yeah, you weren't, Brian.
Never do.
22 mil.
Makes his harsh but true. 22 mil. That was close, Terry. 12.
That's right. Bye-bye, we dude. Stephen's off.
Yeah, it's the
Hi, Stephen.
Bye, Stephen.
Cheers.
He's got to fix some very large old oak gates, apparently.
Oh,
Because I'm a sloppy wood turner, whenever I make a tenon, I undercut. And then if I mess up the joint, it hides it really quite well.
it does.
Yeah, we all do that. Well, some of us do. Brian didn't. It just makes it look ugly.
With a very chick of you, Terry.
You try to keep it flat, and then it tends to show up your mistakes.
It does.
Always on the cut.
Brian.
And
Airplanes coming over. Red arrows, is it? There they go.
oh yeah, they're not far away from you, are they?
No, just up the road. There they go. Training days.
In response to your comment, Pete, Mike says, "Ooh, harsh but true."
It is. Definitely true. Dr. Bob bought one of those life sentence from China. He loves it. And he discovered it was that being made of aluminium, I could turn my own inserts. Yay! Well, you could do that anyway. Even if it was steel.
We'll have a catch-up chat soon, Mike. It's been a while because I've been away.
Bye-bye, Brent. Brent's battery's
Brent.
going to go.
Bye, Brent.
Shut up, Brian.
No. Oh, catch
Twice
that
this
sandpaper.
today.
Oh, it didn't go down the tube anyway, which is a good
Walk around the
thing.
back of the lathe, pick it up.
James Cassidy's just said, hi, Mike. No speak for a long time. Yeah, we just said that, James. Yeah, he ain't been on YouTube either for a long, long time, James.
He's made
like
a
he's
couple of
been
videos.
missed.
Mike's off to piddle about in the workshop.
He did a video not that long ago.
He says he may have to refer to the user manual for how to switch the lathe on.
Cheers, Mike. See you next month.
See you there. See you
Bye,
there,
Or
Mike.
maybe not. Have a good one.
I would go and turn something rather than piddle about in the corner. That might make a mess of the floor. Like,
He's got to read the manual, won't he?
yep. You'll have to go and peruse the manual. I can still hear an echo.
Not me.
Just occasionally.
I think it's Pete.
Pete?
Already got his volume up on his computer as well as in his ears.
He's looking rather swishy. Chris Todd says it's the big green button, Mike. And don't forget to switch
Mike's
on the
button's
wall
probably been in the probably got too much light in the window. It's probably faded the button. I can't find which one is grey now. I've got another good lathe to get over, wouldn't it? Eh? Mike was selling his.
What, the Stratos?
Yeah, second hand. That'll be good when
Yeah,
it's hardly been used.
Hasn't been much used much either, you're right. But like my 508.
I do.
No, yours is being used, Brian.
A fair bit. But nothing too big on it yet. I'm going to try a big piece once I acquire a big blank.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't like that. Maybe the top too
Check it
big.
out.
Top's too big.
Yeah,
Mm.
it'll do. I don't care.
Fire.
That's the right attitude, Pete.
Take it back to the restaurant. Stick it on a fire pit.
Yeah, that should have been half an inch shorter, I
Yeah,
reckon.
true.
Well, can't you do something with it to make it look shorter?
Got
Yeah,
it.
I could cut it off.
No.
Can't be asked though. There's enough wood there to cut it off, but you know. What you should do with it is have a design in your head before you start cutting.
And even draw it if you're not sure.
What?
But,
Draw it?
No.
It's you, Brian.
Who needs a drawing?
At the end of the day, the shapes are kind of predetermined to some extent because you've got to get the candle holder in there. It's got to stand up. Like I said, this middle bit is just make it
Declaration.
up as you go along, unless you're making two, in which case you've got to make it up so you can copy it. So not quite as free if you could cut in more than one. But yeah, I don't like that. That's not worth Hampshire sheen, so we're just going to go with this.
Yeah.
Bit of stick wax.
Anyway,
Speed right up.
3,000 revs. What's the top speed on that one, P?
3,700, I think, Terry.
Lovely. Beautiful.
Same as ours, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all going to be about the same. I mean, the specs on this, apart from a couple of inches on the here and there, pretty much the same as a 508.
You got a little bigger over the bed, haven't you?
Same power motor, same pretty much everything. I mean, this is a 24-inch.
Yeah.
As opposed to a 20 inches at the 508.
20-inch, yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's neither here and there really, because you can turn outboard and go beyond that. So,
Exactly.
this works
Like
the same way.
front.
Your extension bolts on lower down to give you a bigger throw.
I like the vacuum bolt off the middle as well, and it's 2 inches lower.
Yeah, you can go off the middle of this one, or
Chris Dodds has got the right idea about drawings.
as we learnt the other night, you can come off the middle of the lathe and then use another lathe to hold your tool rest.
Hold your tool rest, yeah.
If you
That
had
was a
two
cracking
lists, yeah.
idea, I thought.
Yeah. Was indeed. So Chris
As
Dodds
soon
has
as I
got the
don't
right
like this
idea.
one,
What you go do?
I'm going to leave it at that.
And part it off and leave it at that.
Chris Dodd says drawings let people know what it should have looked like.
Yeah.
Yes.
My initial
sometimes it's-
drawings. Go ahead, Pete.
Sometimes what you got to do is use the drawing, create a piece, and then burn the drawing before anybody else can see it.
Correct. And that's
Yeah.
that's what usually happens to me, because the drawing I do in the beginning is just an idea, and then you work from the idea.
So I
I'm
just
not a
put using the tailstock to press in that ferrule.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That
And
lathe
glass,
knows how to do
whatever.
that because that's made a load of pens, isn't it?
Yeah.
It has, yeah. It's been used as a press before, yeah. Although I'm sure Derek has all the fancy gear for making pens.
Oh, he has. He's still turning pens. You got another lathe, but he needs a
Oh,
small
he
one.
has, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's not giving out. He's
You got more room in his workshop now.
Yeah, a
add
whole
on.
lot more room.
he's got a bit more space, but he's missing a workbench because that's what this has been used for.
Yeah.
But he was talking about buying a 406, so
Right.
which is
The
Could have swapped
406,
you.
size-wise quite similar to this as well. You know, it's
You could have just swapped it.
yeah. But he wasn't thinking about it when he was
Straight
selling
swap
it.
would have done.
He was thinking about getting rid of it,
Yeah.
and then he has seller's remorse. He nearly phoned me up and said, "Cancel it."
I'm keeping it.
But I'm glad he didn't pick the phone up.
The deal had been done by that stage, yeah.
Right, if you hold the stop button on this one for a time,
Mm.
in theory, it drops it back down to low speed, which it appears to have done.
Well done.
Very
So that's a
You
feature.
probably
that
can set the memory on it, can you?
Yeah. So I haven't really sort of had time
Like if
to
you were
figure that
thread
sort of stuff
chasing,
out yet.
if you were thread chasing and you were doing like 260 revs or something, you could set that, and then if
Yeah.
you want to speed it up to do your, to do the shaping, then go back to the threads, and then you want to trim the threads, and then go back to thread cutting. After that, you just hold the stop button, then it goes back to what it was. That's good, actually. That is quite good.
Bloody hell, it fits. So I've got to finish the bottom yet, but fits in there.
Mm.
Bottom's smaller than that, I think. But for now,
Oh, here comes the planes again. Wow.
a couple more. What's that?
Ruth just rushed back with my ice cream, put it on the side, said, put it in the freezer. Yes, dear. She's gone. Take a kid swimming. Grandchildren. So I'll take out the bag, put it in the freezer. Got the ice cream for afters. Good job. That's sorted.
2 unfinished candlesticks. Completing your base for this one and finish the base on that one, but different styles. That's like your standard dinner table type candle, I suppose.
Nice.
Your pillar candles.
Just
Interesting thing on this one is the Doom bar can.
Doom bar. Doom bar. Easy.
So, yeah,
Works to
I've got the
requirements.
Doom bar can. There's no glue in that. That's just the nails pushed through a hole slightly too small. And it's just holding it all together, and it's firm.
Well,
I might
what's
go
the
for a
trick?
slightly shorter nail next time, but
Cut the nail off, can you? With a
yeah, cut that
pliers.
nail off. But
Good job.
job done.
Good job, Pete.
Got to do it one more time.
There it is. Just switch the lathe on. Let them see it change colour.
Yeah, look at that.
There you go.
Blue,
Look, look,
red,
look at that,
blue.
lads. Lads and lasses. Look.
And if you open the panel,
Just-
you get green.
Yeah, look at
When it
that.
goes green, you can put your hand in there.
Yeah, the Eurofighter's just gone by as well,
That-
Roy. Have you seen that one?
That doesn't make sense. That when you lift the cover, it should go red, surely.
No, it goes green to say you can put
No,
it
it's
in there.
green for safety to put your hand in.
Danger, 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 Will Robson. Danger.
No, if it
Well,
was
thanks
red, you
everybody
couldn't
for
put your
coming
hand in.
in. I've got some tweaking to do to get this lathe working properly. It said that tailstock is sliding when I tighten it up. That wasn't helpful.
No.
Go work on this tool rest and banjo setup. But it's the first time I've turned this lathe on and used it properly. And
You're pleased.
it was fun.
Good. Excellent.
So a very pleased person here.
I bet you are. Yeah. I'd be pleased.
Thank you to my team for coming in to support me.
Oh,
You're
you're
welcome.
welcome, Pete.
oh,
Anything.
you're welcome.
You know the rules. We're in.
That's it.
Yeah.
Roy just says that Eurofighter's just gone over my house, and it has because he's just seen it on the flight radar. It has, Roy. Yeah, I just saw it go by. Actually, it wasn't very slow. Just saw it went gone.
Yeah, they don't hang about for long, do they?
Doing
Yeah,
about
they're a bit quick.
Right.
doing about 100 mile an hour.
Thanks everybody for coming in, and see you on the next one, which I believe is Wayne's tomorrow evening. If Mark's not on tonight.
Yeah, Mark's not on tonight as well.
Yeah.
Um,
And you can
so-
do Sunday if you want, Pete or Brian or
There's,
Mike.
there's
No,
an
no,
empty,
it's-
there's an empty slot which Terry could fill tonight.
Yeah, Terry could cover for Mark tonight, couldn't he?
That's what I think. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
be a good plan.
Yeah, as soon as he didn't do his Sunday, did he?
Hey,
And he's trying to get it next
Hey.
Sunday as well.
Well,
so-
you can't get out
No,
next
I don't
Sunday
know, I
because
mean,
you know, if we let him
you
get out
started turning
Sundays,
yet,
he
Joe?
just-
You
he
started
just won't
turning
get
yet,
the
Joe?
exercise.
No, not yet. But
Link
nice
up the camera.
Anyhow,
A swift bit of buck passing there, Terry.
if we
No.
can't persuade Terry to cover tomorrow night, Wayne's the next one on Wednesday night.
Correct.
Yeah.
And
That is
then we
tomorrow
go from
night.
there. See what happens.
It's tonight Mark can't do.
Yeah, it's tonight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Wayne is on tomorrow night anyway.
That's correct.
Yeah. Right. Cheers, everyone.
See you later, mate.
Bye.